Hello everyone, I'm Jen, and today I'm doing a video that is quite out of character for me. Usually I stick to content involving Yuzuru and the other Japanese skaters, but I just wanted to address some things about these 2026 Olympics. First, I want to go over the results. In first place from KZ is Mikao. I stopped watching figure skating in 2022 when Yuzuru retired, so I don't think I got to see Mikao in action. He did, however, do great in the Olympics and had a lot of support as far as I could see. In second place from Japan is Yuma. We've seen Yuma before plenty of times. He was a silver medalist for the 2022 Olympics and has a beautiful sense of artistry. It was such a joy to see him in the ice these Olympics. In third place, also from Japan, is Shun Sato. If you watch the Japanese nationals, then you should remember this young face. Shun got a lot of attention for idolizing Yuzuru and being from the same place, Sendai. And for the biggest shocker in the Olympic Games so far, it's Ilya in 8th place. Ilya had finished in first place after a short and had a nightmare of a free skate. I'm also hoping that I say his name right. Sorry if I didn't. Ilya was a clear gold contender coming into these games. Everyone expected him to win as he had remained undefeated for 2 years straight. Here we can see his results after a short program. To our left is his father, and to the right is Raphael, which we've seen with many American skaters, most notably Nathan Chen. As I said before, Yuma was a silver medalist in the last Olympic Games. Here we can see his father reacting to the fact that his son indeed medaled at the Olympics. Yuma was also a clear choice for the podium. I honestly didn't expect to see Shun in these Olympic Games. Early into his senior debut, he got an injury which he didn't seem to be able to recover from. However, it was a pleasant surprise to see him, and I hope he continues to improve. Something I want to address is the ice conditions at these Olympics. Many spectators said that they noticed the ice looked different. I, personally, felt like I saw puddles of water, especially on one side of the rink. Even the athletes commented on this. The speed skaters commented that the ice felt soft and slushy. They also mentioned that they had to share the ice with the figure skaters despite the two sports needing different ice conditions. Ilya, after his free skate, also mentioned that the ice felt different. However, he didn't want to put the blame on the ice and instead said it was his own nerves. Some people might say that all the skaters skated on the same ice. And to this I say yes and no. Sure, it's the same ice, but by the time the last two groups skate on it, despite the cleaning in the middle of the event, the ice is in much less better conditions than in the beginning. Ilya was the last skater, so he felt this the most. If you haven't seen the short or free, I encourage you to do so. There were certain skaters that fell despite being stable skaters who rarely commit these errors. Junghwa from Korea had a fall but wasn't able to get up right away as his skate blade wasn't able to gain traction on the ice. Yuma, during a step sequence, seemed to trip as his blade went over the ice. Skaters don't usually trip on step sequences unless something's wrong. Adam from France was also a contender for the podium until the free skate, where uncharacteristic errors happened from start to finish. However, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If the skaters had mentioned it beforehand, then maybe something could have been done. Many can't tell if it's the ice or their own nerves though. It is what it is, and not much is gained from pondering the ice conditions. Here, we're going to see Ilya's mistakes during the free. That was a pop jump. That was also a pop jump. That was a fall. And that was a pop jump and a fall. Here we can see his reaction. He clearly knows that he messed up big time. And honestly, it was heartbreaking to see. I didn't expect it. Even if I hadn't watched figure skating in about 3 years, I knew he was going to become a great athlete, especially as Quad God, that nickname was floating around. And in this one, we can see Ilya apologize to everyone for his mistakes. And if that doesn't make you feel bad, then I don't know what will.
I blew it in front of the whole world. During my proudest element, the 4A, I fell twice and several jumps were downgraded. It was the lowest score I've ever received. I feel deeply ashamed. The hardest part isn't the score, it's knowing I disappointed so many people. My coaches, my family, and the fans who support me. I'm sorry to everyone.
Now, many have compared Ilya to Nathan, especially with this free program. Nathan, the 2022 Olympic gold medalist, had a similar experience in 2018. He was also a contender but fell multiple times during the free. Despite this, he went on to win the Olympics 4 years later. I just wanted to bring this up to say that a lot of times, the challenge at the Olympics is not only physical, but mental. I might prefer the Japanese skaters, but there's no doubt in my mind that Ilya put in a lot of effort and deserves to be recognized for it. Here we have a couple pictures of the team event where USA got gold, Japan silver, and Italy bronze. The one in the center is of our medalists in the men's event. To conclude this video, I want to say congratulations to all the skaters at the Olympics. At the time of this video, the women's event hasn't occurred, so I wish them luck. I also want everyone watching to have compassion for the skaters we saw in these Olympics. I don't want people to criticize an athlete who are already criticizing themselves over and over for mistakes that happen in the biggest event of their lives as athletes. I believe Ilya can come back from this, and I appreciate the good sportsmanship he showed to Macau. I look forward to the next Olympics and hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you.